Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at merging and splitting of data. More than one task leads to confusion when viewing maps or creating boundaries and most other jobs in the software. So what we're going to be looking at is how we merge tasks to create one task per field, how we split any data that is in the wrong field and move it into the right field, and we aim for one task per field per year only, and that makes our life when we're looking at data very much easier. So we are in our software and we're starting to analyze what we are doing, and we're working through our fields just to see what they are like, and we are now looking at corner field, and I have two tasks in that field, and so logically I want to merge them into one to make it easier for management. So my first job is that I will tick the box to start off with and to see that I have two runs of the header there, which looks okay, and then I tick the bottom box, but all of a sudden I now see that I have one field down here and I have another field up here under the same name. Very common when the operator has moved fields and has not changed or selected the new field on the monitor. So to help me identify where those fields are, I can click background imagery from the bar at the top, and I now bring in the fields and I can identify where they are to start off with. So I know that this field at the bottom here is called corner field, which is the right one. The field at the top, however, is called spinny. So I now need to move this field here down to spinny, which is another field on the management tree, again in the same year. So it's all looking quite good. So the first thing I will do is split out the data rather than merge the tasks. If I didn't have any fields in the wrong place, then I would very simply merge those two tasks together, but we'll merge those in a second once I've split spinny out. So I've got my select tool with the arrow selected. I now drag my cursor over the whole of spinny field until it goes black and the points are live. I then move my cursor over the top of it, right mouse click and go split. Are you sure you wanted to split the selected points to a new job? I certainly do. So I click yes, and the data points now have been moved to a new box we see here. We still have our two tasks in relation to corner field, but we have the field up here, this previous task that is a spinny field but is still related to corner. So first things first, what I'm going to do is go back to my two actual corner fields, and whilst spinny was the last field I looked at, I've now lost the view of corner field. To quickly see it, I can use the zoom all button, which will move me to the two live tasks that I have. Right, now using my cursor, I can highlight the bottom task, and then holding the shift key down, I select the top task there. So I've got both of them highlighted. I can drag my mouse over the two of them if I wanted to, but if I did that in this instance, and we'll do it, we'll highlight the three, which I don't want. So I just need the top task, shift key, hold the bottom one down, right mouse click and go merge. And it now creates one new task, which is corner field, which is exactly what we want. Now if I uncheck that one and check spinny, which is this field, I now want to move it down to spinny so I can align it with the correct management tree. To do that, I right mouse click on the task, I select properties, and under the field name at the top I will scroll down away from corner to spinny. So I then select OK. My spinny has now moved. My crop enterprise is correct. I then click OK, click yes, and the task has now moved to spinny field, which is exactly where I want it. So if I select spinny field on 2012 wheat and select the new one, all of a sudden I can now see both parts to spinny field by clicking and unclicking the tasks. So as I did before, what I want to do is I want to check to make sure that the field names are correct and the years are correct. I did that before. And most importantly, the commodity. If any of these are different, then we're not able to merge the field. So they're both selected. I'm going to right mouse click and go merge. The field disappears, tick it again, and it comes back. So now I have split the data spinny field that was in the wrong place back into the right place and merged both spinny field to have one task and corner field to have one task. And it's important that we have that because it makes looking at our layers and working with our data much easier.